That's Jitter official. If you want to find his Twitch. We're gonna go over one of his games. He's a silver 3 player. At the time of this video, he might have ranked up by now. But we're gonna focus on some of the things that we can improve upon, and just like general tips and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna go ape on him and like critique like literally every little thing that he does. But I noticed a couple rounds that I just wanted to take comment on. That I think I can provide a little bit of insight on things that maybe wouldn't be as obvious, because like sometimes you make a mistake, right? And it's just like, okay, I know what I did wrong. Like it was very clear where I messed up. Maybe I just should have shot that guy, right? But there's other times when it's like you do something or you make like an active decision and you're not 100% sure like what you did wrong or what you could have done better, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to focus on. I wanted this to become like a more common thing that we do on the stream as well. Just go over like some VODs. I think it would be fun to like look through gameplay and like comment on things like this. Just like focus on improvement and everything within the game. I don't think that you need to be a top tier player to want to improve and to do a lot of these things too. So you can do this actively with your own games and just kind of look through them, and always think, this is the thing that I really push. Whenever you have a very clear mistake, like very clearly like you died or you messed up, go back through and think, what could I have done better in the next time, or like what would have been a better decision in this moment. And I think that that's basically the best way to improve as a player individually, right? I do love the comms early on too. I just wanted to give you praise for that. I'm a player who doesn't use comms and it pisses people off. I think I'll use comms eventually, but like just at my current rank right now, I just don't. I would prefer to not be yelled at by silver players who like don't have a lot of idea what they're talking about. I just prefer to like focus on what I'm doing. But like you do effectively use these things. If you've never played a standard defense, or you don't know what a standard defense is on Haven, just for the record, not you, Jitter. Jitter, you did this right. Standard on Haven is generally going to be 2A, 1B, 1 garage, 1C. The reason for that is because garage is a pretty essential point to take if you're going to go to C, and then the garage player can actually help out the C player very effectively as well. It's a very quick rotate to go from garage to C, so as well as garage to B. Just generally having a person right here is very beneficial. Whereas the rotate from A to B is going to be a little bit longer, so you generally have 2 people on A. I think you buy the 1 flashbang and you don't really purchase armor or your ghost, and I think that's because you said you like to have money for your economy for the next round, and we'll go over that. I think it's more apparent on the second side when we get there, but we're gonna just let this play out for right here. He's playing this position, and this is a round where they're going to actually be pushing C right here. This is like a round where he can be beneficial in his position. If anybody's pushing garage, he kind of needs to be in this spot, right? But I don't think they actually end up pushing his garage, and they push right here onto site. He's kind of pinned in here in garage, which is really unfortunate, but he's waiting for the rotates to come in. He's got a sage coming along. He does get the good kill on the Phoenix right there. I noticed that you use your wall right here to heal. This is something that's like not too massive of a deal, but I think that something that's very strong about Phoenix that a lot of people don't utilize correctly is his wall, particularly, right? His wall is such a strong ability. It can block off like an entire like half of a site, right? And you used it to heal for around 60 HP. I don't play a bunch of Phoenix, but I'm almost positive his E ability, which can also recharge throughout the round, would have healed you for this full amount, right? So you could have used this wall for a retake there and used your E instead for healing. So I don't have a problem with the healing in general, but just like using that E would have been a little bit better. But it was a good call to heal.
One enemy remaining.
And it looks like you guys do end up getting this retake too. So that was a good retake. Aside from that though, like you would have had like an extra $200 for the next round. It's not too massive of a deal, right? They start the round. You're chilling here. This one's another one of those rounds where it's like, yeah, clearly, but I wanted to focus on something separate. So if you do remember this round, then don't be beat up about it. People make bad plays too. It's not that big a deal. Happens, right? That's what the whole point of the game is, to improve and everything, and like learn from your mistakes, right? So sometimes you'll make a bad mistake and you'll get like incredibly punished for it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with you trying to wallbang this, although you're probably not gonna get a kill like that. But somebody coming through there while you're wallbanging it like that, I don't know. It's just like you do have to be kind of like careful if you're going to be doing stuff like that. So obviously you end up dying right there. You're trying to wallbang. You got kind of caught for it. But that's not particularly what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on post-res, right?
Oh.
This is a silver game, too, keep in mind. So she saw him. But Jitter makes a good call out. Jitter says, you can res, which is the right thing to do in this situation. It's a 1v2. She has a lot of time left in the bomb plant. He asks, you can wall this and you can res. Really good comms right there, honestly. A lot of people don't realize when they do have their res as Sage. So this is a very okay thing to say. She luckily does get the wall down and is able to land the res on Jitter. She's sitting at 19 health right now. She can't really go. She probably would have been best used as bait, right? But this is Jitter's shining moment right here. He has the chance to take the site. Pops his ulti, gets taken out. Sage goes for the trade. She gets taken out as well. Obviously, using the ulti right there in the position that he was in, he was able to get killed. Like that's obvious. Like that was probably a mistake. But the thing that I mostly wanted to focus on is just the lack of use from the other utilities, right? You just you went straight for it, and you got punished for that, obviously. But
what?
Just like the use of like a simple flashbang right there would have like easily sealed that round for you, right? Just like literally throwing your flashbang in like that. I don't even know if you would have had ult at this point, right? You could have just flashbanged it, and that would have been a pretty easy take. If the Sage had been here, you guys didn't really push together either, but like it felt like that was more on her than it was on you. But like you could have waited, you could have like calmed it, you could have flashed. Another thing, the last known position that you had for the Phoenix before you busted down the wall was over here, so it wouldn't have been a bad idea. Also, that was a terrible wall to wall off this area. Kind of like curve it around. Maybe you could have gone over here if he was over there, or maybe you could have flashed through here again, done something like that. I'm a terrible Phoenix dude. I don't play a lot of Phoenix, okay, but these are options for you. Like you could have done that. I don't know if your molly would have been usable. I don't hate the ult call. It's just where you used it, which I mean, like obviously use it back a little bit more in the future, but something to keep in mind too, when you ulti, it will go at the position that you pressed it rather than like the position of like when you do get your gun out. And it takes you a second to pull out your gun after using it. So if you are going to use it, try to get the most value out of it by using it, waiting a second so you can pull out your gun, and then peeking with it, right? You can even flashbang while you're using it. There's nothing wrong with that. You do have the 2 flashbangs. If you think that they're going to dodge it, you can double flash. So you flash the once, maybe they're looking for the peek because it didn't blind them, and you can flash again. Lots of little things that you can do with that. And that's a common theme that I noticed throughout the game. I think that would be like a really good thing for you to improve upon. It's just remembering to use the abilities just in general. We're gonna move on from that though. So this next round here, it's gonna be 2-3. That's the round right after our hero moment last round. You end up buying a judge. Don't have a problem with the judge buy actually. So your entire team's buying right here. So this is a totally good call. If your entire team's buying, generally you're gonna want to try to buy with them, right? Just so you can keep your economy kind of on the same level. They're all buying phantoms and stuff. You want to be as strong as you can possibly be so you can hold down your position. You're also playing a close position like garage. This isn't a terrible spot to buy a judge. So I don't have any problem with this call. The problem that I have with this round is going to be how you use it, right? So we'll watch how it plays out here. Chilling in garage. It's going well. Hanging out. Having a good time. Chillaxing, all cool and all. You get the call out. There are 4 C. From the Cypher, and you saw them all on the map. You make the active decision to push out here and get the flank on them. This is every player's wet dream. Just get behind them, kill all of them with the judge, dude. The judge is like one of my favorite weapons. Every time I buy the judge, I'll be like, the judge! But like, you're trying to come in here. You do end up getting a kill with it, actually, too. So.
That's 100.
Let's see it, baby. Kill the Phoenix. Be able to take his gun. It's going all right so far. You have 4 people left on the retake. Teammates peek in from CT. They both get taken out. You come in here, get another kill. Get taken out. Team gets wiped. Okay. So it doesn't seem like this round is terrible. And I know at the end you're talking about using your utility and stuff. In the retake, there like yeah, you definitely could have used like more flashbangs and stuff. That's not what I want to focus on here though. What I really wanted to focus on is just the decision making with the gun that you have and the position that you're playing. So when you're playing garage like this, your active role here is if you're here to help out the C player, right? So if they're pushing garage, you're kind of preventing the push from garage. But with the call out that there are 4 here, you make the decision to push out here. At this moment, you would be dead if the 5th player was anywhere. you are not engaging anybody with a judge at this range. So this is already a risky decision to push out here and to make the loop all the way around. If you do get behind them quick enough, it would be like really cool, right? That's the problem. Like it would be, right? What probably would have been a better call is in this position with the judge, what you could have done, especially as Phoenix with the call out that there are 4 C, you could have also just rotated over here and like mollied this. That would have stopped this push. If you wanted to push up here and while they were going to continue to push, you easily could have flashbanged. Stop that. You have a judge. At this range, your judge is going to be like max effectiveness, right? If they try to push through here while you have a judge and you have a freaking molly and you got a freaking you got a freaking wall. I don't know. You could use your wall from garage as well, like through that. This is gonna be really hard for them to push into with the 4 there. Now, granted, there was 1 player missing. He did count 4 long. If he was pushing in through garage, that would have been kind of detrimental to you. But with a rotate coming in from B, maybe, generally somebody will come over and they'll retake this position for you. So if you have like the B player coming in over here, a lot of the times they'll be watching garage at this point while you two are watching C, while you get a little bit more stability on here. By pushing out there, you effectively left the Cypher alone on this site for him to like try to hold this down. And we all know like 1v4 trying to hold down an entire push could sometimes get a little hairy. So generally what I would have done is like, it's so tempting to always flank and stuff, but sometimes it's just the better decision just to come over here and help your guy out, right? That's particularly what I wanted to comment on this round. So your retake wasn't terrible, honestly, and like you do end up getting the Phantom. It is the good decision to like pick up the Phantom and use it in this position. But I feel like you could have just stopped him if you would have just rotated with the Cypher. But anyway, besides that, I had one more round particularly that I wanted to focus on, and that's going to be the next halftime, right? Yeah, the pistol round on the other side. So we commented before how you didn't really purchase anything on pistol round on the first side, which is your prerogative. I don't want to act like I understand the economy yet, because I really don't. I don't know if it's the right decision to buy on pistol round or what to buy particularly. I don't know if you should buy abilities. I don't know if you should buy armor, especially as Phoenix. That's not really something that I can like really say. That being said, I think there's something that I can critique right here that is blatantly obvious, at least to me, right? So I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit here, because it's not really what you do in this round. It's about it's mainly about the purchase, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? So you come in here, you guys try to trade with him. Cypher peeks too long and dies and gets upset. Yeah, he's just whatever. And you come in here. So keep in mind, you didn't buy armor and you didn't buy abilities or a ghost, right? You didn't buy anything this round. And I know your reasoning prior to this was because you wanted to have your economy built up for the next round, right? Which is like that sound like I understand where you're coming from, but the thing here is you didn't buy anything this round, and then the next round you ended up buying 2 flashbangs, right? So the thing in this game is that your utility is going to carry over to the next round regardless of if you use or if you don't use it, right? So you end up buying 2 flashbangs. I think you sell your wall back so that you can like stay on like 38 or 3900 so you can buy the next round, which like it makes sense. You want to make sure that you have 3900 so you can buy on the 3rd round, right? But if you were going to buy 2 flashbangs this round anyway, you could have bought them last round and you could have had them available to yourself for the last round, right? Had you used these 2 flashbangs, something else I wanted to say, while you're entering the site, had you use 1 flashbang here, maybe that would have flashed her, or while you're pushing up here, you would have used one of your flashbangs. It probably would have gotten you guys the bomb plant this round. If you could have traded with it right there, if you would have won that trade, you probably would have gotten this bomb down this round. And the bomb plant is 300 credits team round, right? That would have helped your economy far more than saving the $200 on the flashbang. Just getting that bomb plant is such a big deal in the first round. It means that you can buy a ghost next round a lot of the times, which is like super nice for me. Like even if you buy the ghost the first round, it's just I feel like it's probably worth buying the abilities in the first round, and just like in case the opportunity arises that you can use them, right? If you understand what I'm saying there. But aside from that, I don't really have too much to say on that round. The curveballs also only alone cost 100 each, which is like for the effectiveness of what they do, they can potentially win you trades just outright, right? It's like 2 curveballs is 200 credits. It's not a steep investment, right? Oftentimes 200 credits can be the difference between buying a Guardian and a Vandal, obviously. But I feel like particularly Phoenix with getting quick frags like his Flash. Phoenix is incredibly strong as just a fragger in general, yeah. I saw that post from there's a guy who hit Valorant recently, and he gave his like opinion on all the agents and stuff, and he said that Phoenix is probably one of the stronger aggro agents. Phoenix is up there. This Jet is up there in solo queue particularly. But I don't play a lot of Phoenix in general, but this game wasn't bad. Like you were all right. That's why I picked out these 3 rounds particularly though, because I felt like at least I could provide like a little bit of value and like things that maybe go overlooked a lot of the times. I think that a lot of the times we just kind of do things without thinking about them. And that's why a lot of the times I like to focus on like the ways that I use my utility, right? whenever you use utility, thinking why did I use that? What was the purpose for it? And sometimes there is no purpose. It's like, oh, this is what I noticed with Vipers a lot. A lot of Vipers will throw like their smoke, their poison gas or whatever, like the thing on the ground that does damage, and they don't really throw it for a reason. They just kind of use it. And I'm like, dude, like put a little thought into it. But this is a good game. I wanted to point out too, this brimstone has a catchphrase in this game that it made me laugh every single time. Hold on. Can you hear it? Hold on.
Last player standing.
Fuck.
He said this so many times throughout this. I think he said it in the very first round. Hold on. Let me find it.
Charlie, what the fuck?
I do love your I do love your energy throughout the entire game though. You were never like overtly negative about the game. Like you found humor in a lot of the negativity within your teammates too. And I think that that's kind of what you have to do to like avoid tilt in this game. That's how I particularly do it too. I think that there's humor in literally everything, and just being able to queue into a game and be like, dude, these guys are like incredibly mad, and it's actually hilarious. Like, being able to like prevent yourself from tilting, because like this game might have been lost, right? But that doesn't mean that your next game has to be. And like to be able to like just not tilt because of it, I think is very beneficial. Also, for anybody who watched this review for these games and everything too, if you did watch this on YouTube, this will probably be uploaded to YouTube. Then you can also subscribe to the channel down below if you enjoyed it. My name is The King Live. I do a lot of stuff like this. You can check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheKingLive. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're live right now. So I'm really bad at outros right now, and everybody in chat's watching me struggle. But I freaking love you guys. Join the Discord. We have a lot of cool people. If you want me to review your VOD, we do VOD reviews for Twitch subs and stuff like that. We're keeping a limit to Twitch subs just right now, so I can make sure that I can get to all of them. Do submit. But if you do enjoy them, head on over, do the things. I love your faces. I'll see you soon. Bye.